The U.S. has lost more than 370,000 auto manufacturing jobs since 2000.
A mysterious whistleblower claims Ford's leadership is quietly developing powerful artificial intelligence systems that could make 500,000 human jobs obsolete within the next few years. These advanced machines reportedly work faster, longer, and far cheaper than any human workforce.
Each of these carbon machines gets 3 to 4 more build cycles per day because of the automation.
If these unsettling rumors prove true, we may be on the brink of a new industrial era that prioritizes technology over human labor.
Ford workers in Chicago walked out today. The UAW demands include a 36% pay raise over 4 years, cost of living adjustments, pension benefits for all employees, and a 4-day work week.
An elusive figure deep inside Ford, someone who claims to have stumbled upon confidential documents detailing a radical departure from the way cars are built today. The tipster alleges that the company's top executives have been quietly funneling resources into advanced AI, aiming to replace the human element almost entirely in certain manufacturing processes. In secret boardroom talks, code names and heavily redacted memos paint a picture of a future where massive sections of Ford's workforce become obsolete overnight. Some say that if these plans move forward, tens of thousands of livelihoods could vanish with little warning, triggering a wave of panic throughout the industry. Yet official spokespeople remain eerily silent, dismissing reports of impending changes as nothing more than baseless chatter. The insider insists, however, that these AI prototypes are already operational in test facilities, running complex tasks with near-flawless precision and zero downtime. Union representatives fear that once the system is fully optimized, there'll be no turning back, and the human workforce might become a relic of a bygone era.
We don't think about robots necessarily as job reductions. We think about it as a blended solution between man and machine.
If that day comes, it could mark the beginning of a manufacturing revolution unlike anything the world has seen before. Ford's fascination with automation isn't exactly new. Decades ago, the company revolutionized car making with the moving assembly line, slashing production times and redefining modern manufacturing. From there, each major technological leap, whether it was bolting on robotic arms or incorporating advanced conveyor systems, raised eyebrows and sparked clashes with labor unions. Critics argued that these machines would erode job security, while Ford maintained they were simply staying competitive in an ever-evolving market. Over time, the march of progress continued, and as robotics grew more sophisticated, the lines between human craftsmanship and automated efficiency began to blur. Now, according to rumors, Ford is prepared to embark on its most ambitious leap yet, pushing beyond mechanical arms and venturing into the realm of self-learning, AI-driven machinery that could render entire sections of its workforce unnecessary. What's truly unnerving is how quietly Ford has escalated its efforts. Some employees recall small pilot programs testing new AI-based systems that supposedly solved complex tasks in record time. Others speak of budget allocations that mysteriously ballooned under vague project names. Money that union reps suspect has gone toward perfecting machines intended to replace the flesh and blood workforce. As insiders continue to whisper about hush-hush projects in sealed research and development labs, skeptics wonder if Ford is planning another monumental shift in plain sight. If history is any lesson, this company doesn't shy away from wielding cutting-edge technology to outpace its rivals. Yet this time the aim might not just be to boost efficiency. It could be to rewrite the entire script of automotive production, leaving the fate of human labor more uncertain than ever. For years, conventional wisdom said robots could only handle the most repetitive tasks, simple, straightforward motions with little room for complexity. But the next phase of Ford's rumored plan goes far beyond spinning arms and pre-programmed sequences. Insiders suggest that the company is funneling millions into AI systems capable of making on-the-fly decisions, diagnosing glitches in real time, and even predicting future mechanical failures before they happen. This next-level intelligence is allegedly designed to not only match human problem-solving skills, but surpass them, potentially rendering entire teams of technicians and quality control specialists unnecessary. Whispers from inside Ford's R&D labs paint a chilling picture of algorithms so advanced they can learn and adapt faster than any human. According to those with knowledge of the secret program, These AI-driven machines have already demonstrated jaw-dropping results in tightly controlled pilot tests. Setbacks that once stalled production for hours or even days could be resolved in minutes by these adaptive programs. On top of that, supervisors allegedly report that some prototype models can carry out around-the-clock operations without showing signs of wear, fatigue, or error, a far cry from the limitations of human labor. What truly rattles the workforce is the prospect of these AI units growing exponentially smarter with each passing day. The code reportedly updates itself, refining its own performance and cutting cycle times more and more as the algorithms refine their strategies. Ford, meanwhile, stays officially silent on these claims, possibly to avoid sparking a media firestorm or stirring up labor disputes. Yet union representatives remain convinced that once these hyper-intelligent systems move from the testing phase to the production floor, a large portion of the current workforce could become obsolete in mere months. And if Ford perfects this technology behind closed doors, the fate of thousands of manufacturing jobs might already be sealed. The uproar surrounding Ford's rumored AI takeover has sparked a flurry of heated debates among workers and watchdogs alike. Union representatives, already unnerved by shrinking workforces and creeping automation, now fear an all-out battle that could redefine manufacturing jobs forever. They say top executives are staying deliberately vague, carefully sidestepping direct answers in interviews and official statements to avoid tipping off the extent of their plans. Meanwhile, whispered accounts of stealth budget allocations and ultra-secret R&D labs point to a calculated effort to keep the real agenda hidden until it's too late to resist. Adding fuel to the fire are leaked memos suggesting Ford executives have mapped out specific phases to gradually reduce human labor while ramping up AI. Each step would reportedly be subtle enough to slip by external scrutiny, but taken together they form a blueprint for an almost entirely robotic production line. Community leaders and analysts question whether such a massive shift could trigger economic aftershocks, especially in regions where manufacturing is a primary source of income. Some warn of entire towns losing their lifeblood as factories transition to lights-out facilities that no longer need human oversight. Through it all, Ford has yet to issue a comprehensive statement on the looming crisis, leaving many to wonder if the silence is part of a bigger plan, one that might catch everyone off guard when the robots finally take the reins. One particularly chilling rumor spreading through the ranks is the concept of lights-out factories, facilities so heavily automated that they need no human intervention, no lighting, and no downtime. Reports suggest Ford's top brass might already be laying the groundwork for these fully robotic plants, where AI-powered machines handle everything from welding to quality checks. Advocates claim it's the ultimate in efficiency, slashing costs and supercharging production while eliminating the weak links of human error and exhaustion. But skeptics warn that these dark, silent assembly lines could devastate entire communities, especially in regions where Ford plants have long been economic lifelines. If these factories become reality, waves of layoffs could roll through the industry faster than anyone anticipates, leaving countless families wondering how they'll keep food on the table. Still, Ford's official stance remains a muted chorus of reassuring press releases about adapting to new technologies without acknowledging the potential for massive job cuts. Deep within the company, nervous whispers point to restricted areas and hush-hush meetings where these AI-controlled sites are allegedly being tested in small-scale trials. The more Ford downplays these rumors, the more insiders insist that the blueprint for a total manufacturing overhaul is already well underway. Meanwhile, labor unions scramble to understand the scope of these developments, suspecting it could be the dawn of an unprecedented automation wave across the entire automotive landscape. And with each new anecdote about prototype lights-out lines running smoothly behind closed doors, the question grows more urgent. Are we standing on the brink of a future where human workers simply become obsolete? It's not just the automotive giant itself at stake. Other major players, including General Motors and Toyota, are reportedly keeping close tabs on Ford's every move. If Ford proves that fully AI-driven production lines can yield higher profits and faster output, A domino effect might unfold across the entire automotive world. In this scenario, rival companies desperate to stay competitive could replicate Ford's blueprint, leading to a widespread industry adoption of AI-driven lights-out factories. Analysts warn that once the floodgates open, the shockwaves could reach communities far beyond Detroit, with cascading layoffs and an economic shift that transforms local job markets overnight. Adding to the tension is the persistent silence from Ford's upper brass. Many speculate it's a calculated gamble to maintain investor confidence and minimize backlash until the technology is too entrenched to reverse. Whether it sparks a new technological revolution or a large-scale crisis remains uncertain, but insiders argue that the automaker's hush-hush approach signals a seismic shift lurking just around the corner. From whispered reports of a faceless whistleblower to rumors of fully automated, dimly lit plants, it's hard to ignore the drumbeat of a coming revolution in manufacturing. Ford's alleged plans point to a future where human labor may be an afterthought, replaced by self-learning machines running 24/7 without fatigue or complaint. If these claims hold water, the fate of an entire workforce, and possibly the automotive industry at large, could change faster than we ever imagined. Families reliant on these manufacturing jobs may find themselves in a race against a technological tide they never saw coming. The chilling part is that this might only be the start. As AI grows smarter by the minute, we could be witnessing the birth of a new era that prioritizes algorithmic precision over human skill. Whether you view it as progress or a perilous gamble, one fact seems inescapable. When machines rise, the world we know might never be the same.
And in September, Ford announced its plan to move all of its small car production to Mexico.